I haven't even put my incognito mode off. Oh, it is off, never mind. That's fine. I need to get my questions sorted again. Technical difficulties. It's probably going to break the stream, but we move. Oh, we love that. Get up, back up here, disgusting foot. Oh my god, you're so considerate. Apologies. Thank you for the welcome back. Right. Thank you for the invites. We'll try this again. Let me just thank you for the heart hands, handy hearts. We're gonna try this again. Thank you for the invites. Hello, hi. Take 725. Thank you for the pearlies. Right. Wait to. Oh, I forgot there was a bar giveaway going on. Hello, hi, thank you for becoming fans. I can hear myself. Wait, why can't I hear you though? What is actually happening here? I can't. Can anyone hear him? No. No, shut your face, Madge. I don't know what he's saying, but I don't feel like he's saying good things. Thanks for all the invites. We will be starting momentarily, I do promise. I mean, I don't promise a lot of things, so I'm not even going to promise that. Where did he go? Oh, well, a winner will be chosen at random. And where is he? Oh, there he is.
Can you even hear me now, you fucking whore?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think I just want to go to bed. Like, we're just done already. and I think you should hang up.
Who's hanging up? Okay. Anyways, what are we doing? Because I have balloons and Ursula just hanging in the background.
I don't see
We're
Ursula.
doing.
Wait, I don't see her.
It's there. She's like.
Because it's homecoming. I don't really know what homecoming is, but it's
Me
homecoming.
neither.
And oh my goodness.
Okay, who won? Alejandro.
It's homecoming, and I'm not really sure what homecoming is, but it's also an under the sea theme.
A
So
long time coming.
that's why Ursula's in the background. And yeah. So this is the showcase, and it's a freaking mess, and I apologize in advance. Yeah. Should we just get started?
Yes, we should definitely just get started.
Shut up. Right.
No.
So
Get your shit together, girl.
I'm trying. You need to stop. So we hang on. Where are we?
I don't know. What's up, Daza?
Oh my goodness, Dazzle, should we just play Among Us instead?
Imagine. Okay. Who's the first one? Who we got today? We got the showcase today. So who's the first one?
The first one isn't actually here because she had to cancel. So our first guest is the Tiny Gaming Ant, if she is ready.
Tiny Gaming Ant, are you here? Let's play Apex. Bet, I got you. I got you. K9, my son. Alright, okay. You'll get me involved. I don't know if that's suitable. Tiny Gaming Ant is here.
Okay, shall I drag you up? Are we good to go? I'm going to drag you up anyway.
Oh, I got to switch my camera. Oh, nope, I didn't start it.
There we go.
My bad.
Hello. Sorry,
Hello.
like, wait, it's fine. If you had technical issues, it just fits in with everything else that's been happening today, so it's fine.
It's the pregnancy brain. I forget to do stuff a lot.
How are we today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very well. A little bit nervous, not gonna lie.
Don't be nervous. There's nothing to be nervous about. I mean,
I'm still gonna be nervous regardless. It's normal.
No. Yes. So let's just hop into it. So there is 38 people in here. Do you want to tell them who you are?
As you know, I'm the Tiny Gaming Net. I do video games, true crime podcasts, along with I occasionally do like K-pop reactions on here because I'm a big fan of K-pop music. And occasionally, what I'm going to try to do is I want to start teaching Korean on here once I finish my schooling for Korean. And if I can, I like to introduce myself in Korean. 안녕하세요. 저는 빅토리입니다.
Okay. That's how it should have. Be nice.
That's definitely something different.
He watched Boondocks.
So what time could people usually find you live?
What?
What time can people usually find you live?
What time?
Yeah.
Probably around this time, 12 or probably 2 o'clock in Central Eastern time. Central time. Can't talk to me.
Okay. So, what brought you to YouNow? What year did you find this website? What brought you here?
I've been here for 9 years.
Okay.
So I've been on here. Like I watched some of the people I used to stream with just go big, and I'm like, wow. I was like,
oh, okay.
At least I know they have like something going on. I've been here for almost 9 years. The reason why I found this because I was going through a really tough time growing up. I was like the social outcast basically, and I did not have those social skills, and that's why I found YouNow. And then with me, I have like learning problems and stuff. So YouNow, I was like talk to people, and to, finally say, okay, Victoria, you can no longer be scared. Like, if you be scared for the rest of your life, you're not going to do nothing. So that's where, as the young people would say, YOLO. So I was like, you only live once. So I might as well take this opportunity and do something big with it. And so ever since then, I've been trying to push and push. Even though there's been times where I had to take like mental breaks. Once I actually had to take one for about 2 years because after my father passed away, it kind of led me down like a dark, serious path where you not wasn't important anymore. It was my dad. It's like I lost him to small cell lung cancer, and for me, that's the only reason why I stream is because if I didn't go through that hurt or pain, I could not be the outlet for somebody else to tell them, hey, at the end of the day, this is gonna be okay. Matter of fact, talking about someone who I greatly look up to on here, his name is Bishop Greg. And when he's feeling down, I have a song that I sing to him. It's called "You Would Be Found" from Dear Evan Hansen. And he's like, "That's me and Ant's song. Like, without Ant, he probably say I probably lost my mind without that song. She always sings that song when she comes in the stream, and I was like, it. So it's kind of like I want to be that voice and inspiration for everybody else to chase your dreams, even though it may seem dark and lonely now, but everything is worth it in the end as long as you keep pushing and moving forward.
Great. So what made you start streaming?
Like I said, I have social problems, and with me not being fond of everybody in the public eye, I can be like off to myself, and I'm like, I'm an introvert, so I don't like being around crowds of people. So this was my ideal. Like, I don't have to be near nobody; they don't have to be near me, and I can just stream, and then we just talk and have conversation. Usually, people say I kind of like BS a lot because we're like, "Did you know chickens can fly?" They're like, "No, chickens can." And they're like, "Wait." So me a lot. So
Cool. So to going for partnership, correct?
I don't know.
Would you like to be partnered one day?
Yeah. Depends.
What do you think that you would bring to the platform as a partner?
Well, I think the thing is, what's it being so rare nowadays is a hope and light for everybody. Everyone should feel like they belong in some form of the world, and not just there shouldn't be like groups of cliques. It should be everyone who they are and not who they is. It's like I believe everyone matters. Everyone lives matter. So I want to be that voice to them saying, hey, your life does matter at the end of the day. And like I've once told somebody because they were contemplating for it. And I was like, look, you need to think how miserable your family would be. And literally that day they texted me. They said, you stopped me. You made me think. I was like, you don't think in those rare moments to like, you need to think of how your family will feel and how everyone else will feel around you. You'll make them feel miserable because you're gone. You're not here to light the world. Your voice is more than enough. So that I can bring that hope and inspiration to you now. And I'd rather do that than do nothing at all. It's like just this morning, actually, this little girl, she would beg her mom for a chocolate bar. And I was like, man, it's hot here in Florida, so I'm going to get her an ice cream bar and this chocolate, and I'm going to give it to her. Out of the kindness of my heart, not just because I saw her begging for it. I gave her both of them. I said, look, this is a kind gesture from me to you. Now I want you to pay it forward in a couple years. And she's like, I will. And she was so cute. And she just toddled away. And I'm like, my heart. My whole heart just sunk. I said, Ma, you missed it. Was an adorable moment when the circle came.
That's cute. Do you have anything you'd like to add, Jack?
No, I think that was really sweet. Like You have a good energy and everything.
Thank you.
I like it.
Well, let's learn a little bit more about you. What kind of music are you into?
I'm into a lot of music. So asking that question would be like asking me what's my favorite food. Oh no, because I can't really give you an answer. But if I had to say any genre of music, it would be R&B.
Okay. So what was the
Yeah.
last song that you listened to on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube,
The
whatever?
last song I'm listening to was actually an old song. It was Sam Cooke, A Change. Like my mom's like, if you don't turn it up, don't turn it down, but turn it all the way up. And I was like, okay. So that's like me and my mom's song. So I grew up around, and that's what I'm gonna stay listening to for a while.
Okay. So how would you say your friends would describe you?
Random. I'm really random. I say random stuff all the time. It's never a boring moment with me. Like there's been I went to McDonald's and like I forgot to either put my belt in, my pants dropped right there in the middle of the McDonald's parking lot, and I was like, it's never a dull moment with you. And I was like, apparently not. And there's been times where I walked into a glass panel because I thought it was just a door. I do crazy stuff. When I say, even though I'm pregnant now, even when I wasn't pregnant, I never thought about doing anything. There's been times where I've fallen off a ladder, and it's only been the last step, and I've literally broken my ankle because of it.
Do we call it crazy though, or do we call it clumsy?
Both. It's like crazy clumsy because the way I injure myself is crazy. So you need to be in bubble wrap.
Yeah, I can see that. What else do we have? If you were in the middle of a zombie apocalypse just now, what would your game plan be?
This may sound weird, but I would take out all the old people first because if they don't have teeth, I don't have to worry about it. But then at the same time, we do have those words, citizens, where they still have dentures in their mouth. I'm like, you gotta go. You gotta go first. I forget the children. That's the most demonly concern because they can run faster. We're gonna have ankle biters running around taking over the whole world. We just gonna be like, nope. I think it's probably raid all the Walmarts and Targets and CVS. Probably makes sense to also
people and teeth. I didn't really think of that at all.
It's like when you think about it, you have people with teeth, and that's how the virus spread is from saliva contact. Sorry about my scientific speech. Sorry. I do that a lot.
Well, it's important to be right.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so since we are in the spirit of homecoming, say we were all at homecoming dance just now. What kind of attendee would you be? Would you be like in the middle of the dance floor? Would you be sort of
middle of the dance floor? I'm a dancer. I'm a dancer at heart.
Oh, she's a dancer.
Like actually, I've been here in Florida. I've been recognized for my dancing talent. It's probably because I can memorize everything. I bring a whole entire dance of Thriller, and y'all know how hard it was for me, to memorize that within a day. Super hard.
Not so well.
Yeah, Kirsty is a really good dancer as well.
Yeah. I don't know what I dance to, but yeah, sure.
Just turn the butter. Turn the butter.
She's really good at twerking.
No, I probably wouldn't be doing that. Especially if they playing the funky chicken. Be like, funky chicken, let's go. I'm gonna be spinning people until they're dizzy.
Okay, so we now know that homecoming, you're in the middle of the dance floor.
Yep.
But circling back to Where can you see yourself in about a year's time when it comes to your streaming? Could you see yourself being partnered? Do you have any like
Partnered.
plans for like set
Mm-hmm.
shows or anything like that?
So, my plans for the future. Someone asked me this yesterday. Well, no, I was in Roxy Toxic stream, and the question was, what do you see your future plans? I said, to be honest, I don't know. But now when I clearly think about it, hopefully I get partnered. But if I can, what I want to start doing is real life adventures, because me and my brother, well, used to be friend, we own our own paranormal investigation group here in Florida. So I want to at least take that on the road and go to different like places like Death Valley. If y'all don't know, Death Valley is where the mob used to hide the corpses. And I think it would be nice to find out like where their stories were and why they ended up here, because that's, that's another thing. Like finding why you got there. Do you remember your last moments? Like, can you tell me about it? And I think that would be kind of nice. But since with it's kind of taking a little time.
No, but you'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll get
Sometimes I feel like I know I'm not gonna get there.
No, with that attitude, you won't get there.
I said at
Just,
times
like,
I feel like
you
that.
gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep the pressure up. Like interact with a lot of streamers. Like you do gaming. There's so many people that do gaming, like me, Savage.
Yeah, no
I mean,
Savage.
I can't game Fortnite whenever Savage is on.
Savage
because,
came in one of my streams when I was singing, and I was like, "Oops."
Oh, you're a
Yeah.
singer as well. Alright, let's go. She's a multi-talent.
Yes.
We need the confidence. You are multi-talented. Embrace it.
I see more time. Like I've watched people with talent, and it's like, where did my confidence go? But talking about talent,
Oh,
I've literally made this for every single one of my friends. I made where I thought would fit their personalities, like Roxy Toxic, Biohazard. There you go.
okay.
I usually do stuff that
That's
fits their
cool.
names, so kind of cool at times. Sometimes I have like brain farts in the midst of like trying to design something like what.
See, and you're going on about how you're not talented. Like, girl, like, look at what you're doing.
I will never hurt you.
That is slander again, but let's talk about that another day.
Well, does anybody else in the chat have any questions or anything that they'd like to add?
Please don't. I speak my mind with, please.
Okay, K9's question that he asks every time is water wet?
It depends, really.
Depends on what.
It depends on the water.
No, because depending on what it touches, water isn't wet. Depending on what it touches, water
Okay.
is wet. Hydro sand.
Okay, so
If it's hydro sand, which means it can't get wet, then the water's not wet. Neither is the sand.
I'm so
but the water is
lost.
still wet.
Who's her favorite go-to streamer? I had 3. Roxy Toxic, Bishop Greg, and Assorted. I'm always in the streams.
Well, you already answered the question wrong because it should have been me and Jack, but we move.
Well, I'm already subscribed
True.
to you, so. Matter of fact, I remember the last time I was here, I was just like, boop, 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 boop. I was trying to make this, I was trying to like blow it up, because I always do that to people in here. I usually just like drop a whole bunch of stuff on people just to see how far their mind expand. I'm like, Actually, I did that to Pointman. I dropped 89,000 likes on him, and he's like, "Can you stop it?" And I was like, "Nope. Accept my love. You will take my love." He's like, "Now we have a saying where we don't let it out." And that's banned from likes.
Okay, so I think that's about it for your full. Thank you so much for
Sound like
coming
a
up and
young
getting up.
Beyonce. Thank you.
And
Beyonce?
Charlie said you sound like a young Beyonce.
Well, if Charlie said that, I believe it.
Beyonce.
Well, thank you so much for guesting with us, and I wish you well on your road to partnership. You've got to manifest it. And if you haven't fanned her up already, please do. And yeah, thank you so much for guesting with us.
Charlie's giving me anxiety now.
Don't get anxiety. Everything's fine. Everything's great. You're doing great, sweetie. And yeah, we're gonna get up our next guest. So thank you so much for guesting.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. She's so sweet.
She is so sweet. Hello, everybody who is in the chat right now.
You can learn a couple of things from her, Kirsty.
Like what?
About being sweet.
I am the sweetest. Like, what do you
Grace.
mean? I have so much grace. I am the most graceful.
Madge, thank you for the pearls. Much appreciated.
Right. Okay. So we're going to move on to our next guest, who is Noah Knows 23. So let me see if he is here. He is here, and he has his hand up. We love that.
He ready.
He ready.
Very cool. I wish you the best of luck at that.
All right. Well, thank you. Well,
Yeah.
I gotta go because I'm on live right now. So I definitely want to talk to you later. And like I said, I want to tell you happy birthday.
Yeah, don't let us interrupt you.
Good talking to you.
Yeah, good talking to you too. All right. I'll see you guys. All right. Bye. Oh my God. I'm so sorry about that.
That's one way to make an entrance.
I know, right? Well, hey guys, how are you?
Hi. How are we?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, just chilling on my off day of work.
We love that. Well, thank you spending your off day here with us.
Yeah, no problem. You know, like I was so looking forward to doing this because it's awesome. You know, I definitely want to be able to, I guess, like spread the love. You know, on this platform.
Well, let's just jump straight on into it. So, would you like to tell the audience who you are?
All right. Well, my name is Noah. I've been doing you now for over 7 years now, and recently I just, you know, I've been walking through a life of just doing mental health and stuff that I haven't been really up on here as much lately, but I definitely wanted to say if you guys are ever going through anything, even if it's something that you guys are walking through, just that you're not alone, and you definitely have people that are here on this platform that are willing to help you and
What kind of content do you do?
So usually I just go live with friends and stuff, and pretty much my content is basically just I want to reach people and just build lives, spread that positivity, and just like I said, even if anything, like if anybody's going through something, I want to be there just for them.
Great. So what kind of times can we find you live?
It's gonna vary because I do work a lot, but I try to do my lives every weekend from probably like 4 p.m. Eastern time to maybe like 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay. And is that sort of like every day or every sort of like just when you can?
This is when I can.
Yeah. Okay, so what brought you to you now? What sort of year did you come here? How did you find it?
So I actually have a funny story about it. So one of my friends who was like really popular at the time, she told me about this app, and I was like, oh, I was kind of against it, but she kind of convinced me to come on here, to support her and stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. And then after like a year just being supporting her, I had the confidence to go live and stuff and start doing this platform a lot more and just really commemorating of just like being able to wanting to grow and like.
Yeah, great. So what made you start streaming? So what gave you that sort of confidence boost to go live yourself?
Honestly, like, cause I would see her go live a lot, and I was like, like just it was out of curiosity, just basically, and I was like, I wonder what happened if I would go live, and so I went live, and during that time I met so many amazing people, and it really did help me build the courage of just wanting to go live even more because I was like, I can still like have this confidence every time I go live. It's gonna instill in me to push out even more, because I was a very antisocial kid back then.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm glad that streaming's helped you like with that. I really am. So what would you say your favorite thing about streaming is?
Really, it's connecting with other people. Like, it's definitely because you get to have a sense of like what people like, what kind of people you're talking to and everything, and it's like really cool because you get to hear their experiences like from other platforms they've been on and stuff like that, or even on here. It's just really cool because you don't get to meet a lot of people in the outside world as you do here. You know.
Great. So do you remember the first streamer that you ever watched when you came to now?
Oh man, it would actually have to be Brent Morgan music.
Oh, Brent Morgan.
Oh,
He's a bit of a
He,
controversial figure these days.
I know.
He's a bit of a controversial one, Brent Morgan.
Yeah.
he owes me a fucking guitar.
Oh, I think it's fitting that you have like Ursula in the background and the Little Mermaid and all of
I
that.
know.
We're sorry for that. Shish canine. Okay, so let's get to know you a little bit more. But
Okay.
before we move on, Jack, do you have anything you want to add?
Not so far. I'm just listening, picking up here.
Um, so if you could share a meal with four people, living, dead, make believe, fictional, anyone, who would you have sitting around your table?
Honestly, that's a good question. That's a really good question. um, I mean, I feel like this is gonna be controversial just a little bit, but Jesus Christ, Juice World, Lil Peep, and probably if I had to choose, it'd be Elvis Presley.
That is some table.
I
That
know.
is some table.
Wait. Did I wait? No, I'm not questioning any of the choices. But did I hear Jesus Christ and Juice World?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, just had to confirm that. That is just that is just too good. I that is good choices, but like that I never heard. Like we heard a lot of stuff. Uh, yeah,
We've had
a
some
lot.
combinations on a table that have been.
Like these are one of the
Oh
combinations.
wow.
Someone's grandfather, the president of Ukraine, Hitler and Saddam.
Wow.
But I'm more like Jesus and Juice World.
Okay.
That is more my combination.
That would be some collab. That would be some collab.
Yeah.
Okay, follow-up question. What would you cook for the dinner? Because you have to cook for it. You can't like order out anything. What would you cook?
You gotta cook for Jesus.
I actually I have so the first thing I'd probably cook for him, be a really good steak fillet, just on the grills and stuff. But I think it's like a part two for me would be cooking uh um cooking at a Dutch oven, which is cobbler at a Dutch oven. And the cobbler would be Apple Mountain Dew cobbler.
I mean, you just had me at steak. I love
Steak.
steak.
I mean, I'm hungry, so I'll take anywhere.
You can only eat chicken and rice. Stop. Okay, speaking of food, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what food would that be?
Oh man, I've had one food for the rest of my life. Gosh, it's hard. I would have to say pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Oh, pizza.
Is there pineapple on this pizza?
Unfortunately, I'm not a pineapple guy on pizza. That's just
good. That's what I needed to hear.
Yeah. Honestly, it would probably just be pepperoni with a little bit of ground meat in there.
Jack loves pizza.
That sounds good.
Jack just can't eat pizza right now.
Oh man.
Okay, so circling back to kind of you now, where can you see yourself in about a year's time when it comes to your streaming? Can you see yourself being partnered? Do you have any shows or anything, or any sort of like thing planned?
So, I have been doing a lot of stuff. Just recently, me and my friend have been doing a stream called Testimony Tuesdays, where we've been having people just give out their testimonies and kind of like sharing like what they've gone through and stuff like that, which is really cool. But sometime in the future, I mean, it would be cool to be partnered, but you know, when that time comes, it's gonna come. You know, I'm not gonna force it down the throat.
Yeah. Well, that's good. But I can see you getting there. I mean, everyone started somewhere, so
yeah.
True.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any questions in the chat? Just trying to see what I've got.
I mean, we can ask him the same question that we always do: is water wet?
I mean, yes, is water wet?
Is water wet? Actually, I would say no, because water is water. You know, if you put water and water together, it's never gonna be wet.
I don't think I like this question anymore because it makes
me
think too much.
It is wet. For me, it's wet.
Okay, so thanks for TED Talk.
Zodiac sign.
Oh man. Wait, what did you say?
What is your zodiac sign?
My zodiac sign. Ooh, it's Capricorn.
I don't even know anything about zodiac signs, so I don't even know if that's like a good thing or not. Because some people are like, because I'm a Leo, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Leos! No, we don't like them." So I don't know. Can someone tell me a good thing?
Yeah, for Capricorns, it's like apparently I'm like supposed to be more mature for my age and stuff like that. Like I'm supposed to have like that grown up stage. I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, oh.
We're Cancer. We love Leos. Exactly, we love Leos. Jack, what are you?
I don't remember. I'm born in April.
I think that's Aries.
Yeah, I'm a Aries.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I just know Mars energy.
Oh, I don't.
That's Mars energy.
I don't even know my Mars energy.
All I know is that we all have Mars energy, and yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I've never really got into like I think like zodiacs and all these other things. Like I never got into astrology. I mean, so it's like it's just one of those things. I'm like, oh, you know, like I hear people talking about it. It's like, you know, that's kind of cool, but I just never got into it, and I was like,
I'm lost. I'm Leo. That's all that matters.
My Mars is in Leo. What does that mean? Charlie, you're on too much percentages now.
Sparkling.
He's on that Simply Spice.
Simply Spice. That's what it was. I don't know. But do we have any more questions in the chat? I need to check Instagram actually and see if we have any on there as well. Where are we?
No more questions?
I don't think we have any more questions. No, I don't think so. Um, Thank you so much for applying and coming on. When do you think you'll be live next? When can we see you live next?
I should be live either tomorrow or possibly Wednesday.
I mean, if you haven't found him up, he's just said when he's live next, so y'all better find him up and go and check him out. Hard-headed.
Yeah.
Wait, who's hard-headed? I don't even know. I'm not hard-headed. I am the bestest. So yeah, look at it.
Whoa. Who's hard-headed?
So, yeah, thank you so much for applying, and thank you for guesting. And good luck with your streaming journey. I can see partnership in your future. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your evening, night, day, whatever time it is for you. I don't know. It's dark outside for me, so it's nighttime.
No, I got you. Well, I definitely, guys, I do appreciate it just for having me on and stuff. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, and I hope you guys, for this next, how many years you guys are on now and stuff like that. I hope everything goes well for y'all. And
Thank
I'm
you
definitely
very
praying
much.
that you guys are gonna have just help so many viewers, just get through everything, just it's kind of like a guiding thing, That's what I learned from you now. It's a guiding thing for new streamers and stuff. So
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And hope you have a good rest of your night.
You too.
Bye.
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 Right, Eru. Oh my goodness, I just seen that blink went live. Don't you even dare. Right, so let's see who is up next. So next we have, it's Ashley Rebecca, if she is in the chat. Hi, Libra.
Libra, my spirit animal. Get in my spirit.
Down. Get down. Right, so let's drag her up. I'm going to drag you up now. Thank you everyone for the likes and the invites while we have been guesting, because y'all are the bestest and I just don't want to interrupt. So thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How are we?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Good to hear.
Wonderful. Oh my goodness, hi bestie. So would you like to tell everybody in the chat who you are?
Yeah, I'm Ashley. I'm 21, and I joined you now probably about 7 years ago now. I don't know, it's been a while. I was 14 when I joined, I think.
Okay. And what kind of content do you do?
It depends. I just kind of like chatting with people. I like to see different people's personalities. Sometimes I do my makeup on stream and just play music and kind of vibe.
We love that. And what kind of times can we find you live?
It depends. Typically, it's between probably 5 and 8 p.m. Just depends on what I'm doing that day.
Okay, and is that usually sort of just whenever you can, or is it every day, or?
I usually have a schedule, but right now it's kind of more whenever I am, because I'm out of town, actually. I'm on vacation with my boyfriend, so.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I feel bad for interrupting your vacation.
No, we haven't been doing much. It's fine. We've been here for a month, so.
Oh, well, okay.
An extended vacation, yep.
Love that. Okay, so you said you came to now 7 years ago. What brought you to the website?
I think it was actually maybe a MagCon member. I don't know. My best friend at the time was obsessed with MagCon. I was to an extent, but not as much as she was. And she had Twitter notifications on for them, and one of them had tweeted that they went live. So we both went on the website, and I used it pretty much every day from there on out.
Okay. And when people tend to come over from sort of influencers and things like that, when they stop streaming, people tend to just leave the app. But what made you kind of stay and integrate into the YouNow community that it is now?
I think what made me stay was probably the fact that I branched out and started watching other people who were continuing to stream. And I had showed my friends the app as well, so we would stream. And I remember one of my friends at the time, when I first started streaming, we had kind of a schedule. It was when 5 quad and all the squads were on there. So she would stream, and then once she was getting off, I would go on. So our viewers would flip flop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you start streaming? What made you go from being a viewer to being a streamer?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I think maybe my age, because I was so young, like I wasn't nervous or anything like that. I was like 14, so I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna go on this app and have fun and see if people join. And so as I grew older, I never had that like fear or anxiety of going live because I had just been doing it for years.
Yeah. That's cool. So can you remember who bar who you said you came over for, can you remember any of the first streamers that you watched?
Yeah, I'd probably say it was Brett Sack and I Am Hannah Stone.
I don't remember them.
Those were definitely the first two people I watched.
Okay. So let's jump in and get to know you a bit more. Unless, Jack, do you have any questions?
No. No.
Wow, okay.
No, you got this, sweetie.
Okay. So where are we? Let's try and see some ones we haven't done already. So we're heading to the bar in like 5 minutes. Like, grab your bag, we're going out. And it's karaoke night. What is your go-to karaoke song?
That's a tough one. Probably a Shawn Mendes song. For sure. I'm trying to think of the name of the one that I used to like. Bring It Back by Shawn Mendes.
Okay. Okay.
I
So
don't think I heard that.
you've just sung that song, and then we're having a night out, so we're like gonna hit the club straight after. What's your dance like nobody's watching song?
Probably Fergalicious.
Okay.
I think that one always gets everyone turned up, so.
Okay, Jack, what's your song?
My go-to karaoke song?
No, dancing. You're dancing like no one's watching.
Oh, the dance like nobody's watching. You know what? Like these days, it's gonna be one of those songs that they were playing in the funeral for the Queen. You know our little what's it called? It's in my brain.
You're not
No,
gonna
I'm
be
just
in the
kidding.
club dancing to the flipping Queen's funeral march.
Like, hell yeah. Beat that drum.
No.
Hit that tuba.
Stop.
No, I don't know. It would probably be Single Ladies.
Right. Okay. Totally.
I could get down to that one too.
You.
Or Shoop. Who knows?
Oh, Shoop. Yeah, Shoop.
What a Man as well. Always a classic.
Okay. What kind of TV shows are you into?
Oh gosh. The Office. I'm weirdly obsessed with The Office. Rewatch it every single night when I go to sleep. Have watched the entire series probably 30 times. Other than that, I like true crime shows. Lately, I've been binging a lot of like the random true crime documentaries on Hulu and on like Peacock, I think. I also like just like comedy shows, like Modern Family, stuff like that.
Goodness, I love Modern Family.
Me too.
Yeah, she has it on DVD box. You know.
So I'm in the UK. So like it wasn't on Netflix at the time, and the streaming service that I was using it on stopped like it after season 6. So
oh gosh.
Showing how old I am, I borrowed the rest of the box set on DVD from a family member, and I've never lived this down, the fact that I have a box set of Modern Family, because apparently that makes me old.
I have a box set of The Office that I bought the minute they took it off Netflix, so.
See, Jack, it's not like a bad thing.
Okay, I probably got a DVD laying somewhere.
So, what fictional TV character do you think you would be best friends with in real life?
I'd say Michael Scott.
I would choose Dwight.
I always said Peter Griffin. I could see that too.
Okay. So since you are, I feel like this one will be fitting since you're on vacation already. But where's next on your travel bucket list?
Next? That depends. I would really like to go to like Hawaii. That's like a dream place to go to. But logically thinking next on my list will probably be Tennessee because I have a bunch of family there. So
Would you like to go abroad at all? Would you like to go like anywhere in Europe or Asia?
Yeah, I'd like to. I've always wanted to go to Australia and England. Those have always been the two places I've really wanted to go to.
England's overhyped. Scotland's better.
Yeah, my uncle he tours the world working for Monster Jam, like the monster trucks. And so I think it was for like my graduation party. He was supposed to take me on a trip with him, like right after I graduated. But then COVID happened because I graduated in 2019. COVID hit in 2020, and then I never got to go.
Shut up, Tom. Scotland is not irrelevant. You're irrelevant in England. Shut up. You don't even shut up. Okay. So you mentioned Hawaii. So tomorrow you're on a plane to Hawaii. You get your dream vacation. Something goes wrong while you're on the plane, and you've ended up on a desert island by yourself. What would the 3 things be that you need to survive on this desert island?
Probably water, obviously. A book would be nice. And my anxiety medicine, because I can't stand planes. So I would need it to begin with.
Okay. Okay. Water's always one that always gets said, but I'm like, you're surrounded by water.
That's true, but I don't know if I'd be able to drink that water. I'm an anxious person, so I feel like I'd just get way too paranoid, and I'd be way too scared to drink the water from the ocean.
Okay, so what kind of book would you take with you?
I honestly don't know. Probably just like a realistic fiction book. I haven't read in a while, but I always liked realistic fiction books.
Okay. Okay. Jack, do you have anything to follow up with?
No, I don't do books. I just can't. It's just too much. I was given a Harry Potter book once. It's still laying somewhere. Yeah.
Right.
You did not just call me Jake.
That's twice today you've been called Jake now. That's twice.
Who that?
Jake from Norway. You need to change your name to Jack, not Jake. At the point.
That's perfect.
Let's not change our names because you know how much we struggled with Christy and Kirsty.
Yeah. I mean,
let's not. Anyways.
Anyway. Look, I just got called Christy. And he does this every time. Was the percentage? Sure.
Theo, can you suspend Tom, please? Thank you.
Everyone's getting sassy all of a sudden, and I don't know how I feel about it. No, that's not my name. Learn to read. I'm gonna get whiny in a minute. Okay. Anyway, so where can you see yourself in a year's time in terms of your streaming? Could you see yourself being partnered? Can you see yourself having some sort of a schedule or any shows or anything you'd like to do?
Yes, I definitely would like to have more of a schedule and have certain shows. I'm not sure what exactly yet, but the way my YouNow career or experience has been, I had very, very up moments where I had quite a few viewers and was very popular, and then would died down again because I would get depressed and I wouldn't use the app. And I actually used to date someone who was a streamer, and so I had helped him at the time to grow and to work with his schedules and to start shows and stuff like that. I just never did it for myself. And so I was pretty depressed for a while, so I didn't stream much, probably throughout the last, not this last year, but the 2 years before that. So I'm still kind of just getting back into it, but I would like to have some sort of show or just something with a little more organization to it than just randomly coming on.
You got this. You got this.
Yeah, I'm a very organized person, so I can definitely see it in my future.
Cannot relate. Cannot relate. So going on a bit. What kind of show do you think you'd like to do? Would you like to do just like a just chatting one, or could you see yourself doing something with makeup? Since you said you like to do your stream.
I could possibly see something with makeup. I don't know. I just kind of got into makeup myself, so I'm still kind of learning as I go. And, I'll put makeup on and then be like, this looks like shit, and take it right back off on stream. But I definitely am learning as I go. And I think I would like something where either people can come on and like kind of showcase their talents or like sing if they're interested, or just kind of talk about their problems even, and have a big group of people there to support her.
I like the sound of the last one there. Sort of like a, I can't, I know the word. The word's in like the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of what it's called. Like, not a support group, but like a support group.
Yeah, like a support group in a way. Yeah. So everyone, knows that they can have people to lean on, and everyone's right there and is understanding.
No, I like that one. Jack, do you have anything you would like to add?
No, I think you covered it. Pretty much.
Okay. Does anyone in the chat have any questions? I mean, we need to ask K9's question, obviously. Do you think water is wet?
See, when I was watching the first guest, my boyfriend and I started having a debate on that because I say no, but he says yes. So I'm not sure. I mean, I say no because I don't know. It's hurting my head to say anything about it.
Oh, Libra's got a question. Why did you cheat on the music game? I feel like you're about to get exposed.
Oh my God. I didn't cheat on the music game. I won, and Libra was upset that I won, so he tried to say he won.
Drag her, Libra!
I won because I will never forget this. The song was something by Buck Cherry, and the person who had guessed it typed Black Cherry, and I was like, no, it's Buck Cherry. So I commented the right answer, so I won. But he tries to say I lied.
Oh, Libra.
You're the cheater. You're a lying cheater, and I'm the winner. That's just how it goes, Libra.
Fight!
No one, Libra. No one.
Oh dear. What's your zodiac sign? Yes, we were just talking about zodiac signs, and
I'm a Sagittarius.
I need to learn what all this means.
Yeah, I don't know too much about zodiac signs. I know mine, and I know for a long time I was really against Leos because I felt like every Leo that I met did me wrong. But then I met my boyfriend who's a Leo, and I was like, fuck, now I can't hate Leos. So
I mean, I'm a Leo.
They're growing on me.
Oh, thanks. K9, we're growing on her. We've got zodiac sign. Was there another one? Oh, it's Twitch better. Shut up, Daza. Surprised you're still here. Does anyone else have any more questions?
I mean, I think one thing that was really cool about my YouNow experience is when I was younger, I was in high school, or maybe even middle school. I was still living at home with my parents, and one of my friends was live streaming, and I saw another person had come on and started live streaming who was much more popular, and so they immediately kind of took over the hashtag. And my mom was in the room, and I was like, oh, well, we can't watch my friend Brooke now because this girl took the #1 spot. Like, she's much more popular. My mom was like, go to her page for a second. So I did, and she was like, you have a cousin with that name who looks a lot like her. So then she looked it up on like Facebook and figured it out through our family that girl was actually my cousin.
Oh, wow.
Right? I thought that was very
Okay.
interesting. So I ended up being able to meet my cousin through you now, and found out he only lived like an hour away from me, and it was pretty cool.
That's cool. Daza asks if you like me or Jack. Who do you prefer, me or Jack? And
probably you, because you've talked more. Jack hasn't really said
I'm the
anything.
one who's gonna drop the gift on you. Excuse
Jack hasn't talked to me.
Or
Hi,
Libra.
Rebecca.
Or Libra.
I'm Jack.
Not Libra. Not Libra.
I'm sad now. Nobody likes me.
Wow. Nothing to say, Jack? No? That's not gonna win a space in her heart. He's had too much helium. He's channeling his inner Ursula, okay?
I was gonna say, if you would have asked me a question, I could have chose him, but
I'm not the one who's asking the questions. I am literally a seat filler here. I'm just holding her hand, and yeah, I'm jumping on whenever someone says something like they're gonna have dinner with Jesus and Juice World. That's when I react. But yeah, but I've been listening to what you've been saying.
I was gonna say that was pretty
And,
interesting, so I understand that.
That was interesting. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, like literally, and stay active in the community and everything. Get to
Yeah,
know
that's what I
people,
plan on doing.
more people. Like me and Kirsty, we try to get to know more people. We were always in the news section for various reasons, but but no, we're always looking for new people. Yeah, we've found some pretty interesting people.
We played
Yeah.
like Charlie in the chat a couple of days ago, and that was a wild ride.
Yeah, we found him. That was a wild ride.
Oh Lord.
And we find peepees as well. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, stay away from the news section.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. Honey, you were a roller coaster. I loved it. Oh, but yeah. When do you think you'll be live next?
Next, I'm hoping possibly Wednesday. It may be a little earlier, it just depends. I'm not sure exactly what day I'm going home yet and, getting back into my usual routine, but definitely sometime this week, towards the beginning of the week it should be.
Well, you heard it here first. If you haven't fanned her up already, please do. I mean, Libra's probably unfanned you at this point. But...
Oh, I'm sure. He probably unfanned me a while ago. We go way back.
Well, oh, sorry, K9. K9 asks, how often do you stream?
I try to stream at least 3 to 4 times a week. Like I said, this past month has been very thrown off, being as I've been away for a month. But hopefully once I get back into the swing of things, it'll be at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And usually my boyfriend joins my streams, and we just try and talk to people and make conversation.
That's nice.
Oh dear.
What?
Nothing. I'm just K9 as well.
I like a good conversation.
You're yelling.
We have pretty good conversations on my stream, because I'm not gonna say I make fun of trolls, but when trolls come in and start saying shit, I just make jokes out of it, and it's funny. It's one of my favorite things.
We love trolls in this house.
Of course, we go into that stream.
Okay. We can be the trolls. Oh my goodness. So
That's
much
pretty funny.
Jack is salty. He is salty. But yeah. Thank you so much for applying. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
no
for
problem.
joining us. Apologies
Thank
for
you.
like interrupting your vacation, but you know,
No, not at all.
I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, night. It's still bright outside, so I'm not really sure what time it is for you.
I think it's about like 3:30. So
Okay. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you so much for guesting.
thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, I need like a second. One uno momento. Entertain the class. Sing for us.
Okay, people, now open your books at page 47. It doesn't matter what book. Just find the book, open it at page 47. Let me know when you've done it. 69 is better. Not the page. I am overjoyed. K9, I am overjoyed to meet you face to face. For a guy that's apparently dying, Jack looks perfectly healthy to me. That is because you cannot see me dying. I was yellow, okay? I was as yellow as those hands. As the chair. I was becoming a yellow chair, okay? So yeah. But Madge, for a person who's not dying, you look fucking awful. Jesus! Page 394. That's not what I said. Page 47. Okay.
How are
I
you
had it for a
singing?
second there. I don't even know what it was. Yeah, I just finished my
Oh
song.
my god, what did you sing?
You're my flashlight.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right, I have my blanket because it's cold in here. Wait, why are we on page 394?
No, I asked them to open a book. Like, it doesn't matter. Any book at page 47.
Why does it say page 300?
But no one did.
Oh, okay.
I hear someone asked if you have something based on your appearance. What does that even mean?
What does that even mean? Wait. Is that not the Nintendo DS?
Oh, we're talking about the DS, yeah.
Oh, Libra's got the book open.
Well, I'm whole automatic as well. Why, you got a book? Sitting and waiting, you got it on page 47? Okay. Find the first line where it says, I am, or he is, or she is. Swear to God, if you're in the book now and it's of like a cartoon or something, or a children's book,
Barney. It's
children's
Barney
book
as
would
a
be
dinosaur.
47 pages long.
The fact, I'm just going to say, I'm surprised that Daza is still here.
Same.
Oh, the Karma Sutra.
Reading the Kama Sutra. Well, surely there has to be he is, she is, or I am, or whatever. I is.
And on that
Isis.
note,
What?
hi Luke. Beth would have understood. Oh well, Beth's not here. She hates us. She's busy with things. And yeah, let's bring up our. Is this our final guest? This is our final guest. This broadcast has been an entire forking mess. Oh, it's been far from a party, but we moved. I nearly exited out of this window. Right, let's go. I'm getting all these error codes.
Hello, how are you?
I am. Oh, that is a fiery background.
Yeah, I'm on the hot seat.
That's some rough.
Not the hot seat.
I figured if you guys want to put me on the hot seat, here you go.
No hot seats today, just yellow seats.
Right. Okay.
No, that
all right,
sounds
all
wrong.
right.
No, never mind.
We could change to being a little chill then, if we want to do that.
The summit. Oh, I missed the summit. R.I.P. Oh, shut up, Luke. It's only hot because you're here, Luke.
There you go.
Okay, so we have 27 people in the audience. Would you like to tell everybody who you are?
My name is Shion, aka John, and I've been a streamer on the platform since 2017. It feels like yesterday I came on here. I don't know, this platform, like it's kind of like walking into like your aunt's house and the same furniture is designed the same way, everything's the same way. You walk in years later, it's like a time warp. Everything's from the 1970s.
And what kind of content do you do?
I do all sorts of content. I sing on here. I do talk shows. I've done cooking. I've done so many things on you now. I can't even imagine. I've done dares where I've stood out in the snow to get likes.
That's
Stand in the rain, bro.
Stand in the
Yes.
rainbow. That's okay.
I've done so many things. You unbelievable. I've danced on here.
Jack loves to dance. So does Libra.
No, you remember I did that the dancing thing when it was, the Bad Rubs,
There you go.
We need to bring that back. So what kind of times can we find you live?
You know what? I'm live a lot more often now. Most of the time I'm live either in, the morning at times or in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. So it could be anytime, in the morning or the afternoon. I'm trying to get a schedule together, but eventually I will. We're going to get more structured with that.
Great. So what brought you to you now? So it was 2017 that you said that you were here. Yeah, what brought you here?
Well, basically I came from IRC chat, which is, text chat. So I was doing that and I was like fed up with it. And I was on Google and I happened to see an ad for you now. And this was back in the days of frozen Cokes, and all the advertisements. So they were showing advertisements all over Google for it. And MTV was, I guess, doing some things. So I saw it. I came on you now and did my first stream. And it was the most awkward thing ever. Because on my first stream, I think I was 220th in guys. And no, I didn't, K9. Get out of here. No, I didn't. But I was 220th in guys. And just like the first stream that you do is just so awkward because you're talking to nobody. So I'm just kind of like,
there.
Yeah, right.
No viewers.
So I'm just like, hello, is this thing working? Is anybody even in here? And this was before you now put all the bots in there. So I didn't know if it was working or not. Not one person showed up to my first stream. And I was just kind of like, oh my God, I don't know. And then I started doing it again and again. And obviously people started to get to know who I am. Sorry for them.
So what made you stay on the app? Like you're saying there that you didn't have the best time on your first stream, but what made you stick around? And
I hate to say this, we have a word for this, and me and a couple of my friends, we call it the crack house. Because as many times as you've had bad times on the app, you just can't get enough of it. And there's something that draws you back to it. So I guess that's kind of the same with me, and I have all my friends here. Well, pretty much, K9. I have all my friends here, and it's kind of like every time I leave, something draws me back. Either I'll have a friend be like, hey, you should come back. We really miss you, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, oh, do I really, I'm like, all right, fine. Let me just stream for a little bit. Before you know it, one stream turns into 5 streams, turns into 10 streams. And that's kind of like how it goes with me. So as much time as you can like leave and explore around and look for other things to do, you know, like certain platforms you can't really forget. And I can't really forget you now. As even though I've tried in the past, you can't forget it. You can't forget the people. Like the people have been great. So, you know, that's kind of my little thing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you say your favorite thing about streaming is?
My looking at Luke's comment, I'm sorry. My favorite thing about streaming is probably the interaction, of course. Just being able to meet new people and make new friends. I've met people in person. Obviously, I'm going to tell you, I did meet Legend of Luke in person. I saw him get engaged. That was the most fantastic thing ever to see him propose to Emily. And that would have never happened had I not come on the platform.
That's
So
awesome. I didn't know that.
yeah, we know each other personally. I've been to Playlist. I've met people in person. I met Dapper Rapper in person. I could go on and on and on about all the people I've met personally on this app. And when, you know, like you'll see somebody on stream and you'll just kind of be like, wow, you know, this is like almost like meeting a real celebrity. Yes, yes. And that's the way it is. And the other person doesn't see it that way. And I showed up at Playlist and I had a 15-year-old kid come up to me and they're like, "Oh my God, it's John Michael." I'm just like, that was my old name, John Michael. "Oh my God, it's John." I'm just like, how do you even know who I am? Like, geez, I've got a fanboy and I don't even, it was crazy. And, you know, I didn't expect it. And, you know, you just do this and you kind of just talk to people like you're in your living room, you know, like you would have a conversation with anybody and you don't expect for people to really see you as kind of a celebrity type. So, what was K9 was, oh, Brent. Yes, I did meet Brent Morgan. No comment. No comment. I did meet him at Playlist. But I also met some other people. Let's like kind of switch gears on who I did meet at Playlist. I met Hill. I gave Hill a huge hug. I love Hill. He's a great guy. I met Sentoki. I have a funny story about Sentoki. Okay. This is a bad story. Okay. I was hanging out with Sentoki and, you know, the whole entire time. And there was a moment where Sentoki, I felt bad for him. He had no place to stay. You know, his hotel room. Yeah, Sentoki's hotel room was like running out and he wasn't able to get back to where he lived in Pennsylvania. So I asked Sentoki if he wanted to stay with me because I'm just being a good guy. I'm like, hey, you want to stay with me? Whatever. One of the people that was with Sentoki, one of the girls thought I was trying to, she thought I was trying to do something creepy with Sentoki. So she's just like, Sentoki, come here, get away from this guy. I was like, no. I wasn't trying to do, you know, like I was like, no, I was just trying to be nice because the guy had nowhere to go. And I hung out with him today. I wasn't trying to like, you know, do anything bad, you know? Yeah, oh God.
Anything you'd like to add, Jack?
Oh my God, that was funny.
No, I'm just listening to this.
But you know, that's
It's
one
fantastic.
thing. You know, meeting Dapper was interesting. Meeting Dapper was actually staying at the same hotel room as I. He stayed at the Hilton. And I saw Dapper in the middle of the Hilton, and I'm just like, Dapper? And he's like, yo, you know, does one of these, yo. So he's like, yo, you want a picture, man? You want a picture? I was like, sure, okay. Stand next to Dapper. I feel like a middle schooler standing next to him. He's so tall. Like he's big and his hair just flows down. His hair was like flowing down on my shoulder. It felt like I was looking up, you know, if his hair was white, it would have been looking up at God. Like
There is so much happening in the chat right now.
I see. But God, that's
Oh, Luke, you wish.
you know, like in the other, yes, meeting a lot of people. Meeting Luke was a good time. Luke and I had a lot of fun. You know, like I got to meet Emily's family. We ate flapjacks together. Annette, like Luke's, I guess, what is it? She was like your aunt or something. I guess it's like his aunt now because they're getting married or something. But Annette was a sweetheart, you know, like she cooked us all like all sorts of, I guess it was it pancakes? It was some kind of waffles. That's what it was. It was waffles. And it was good. We had a really good time. So, you know, I'd have to say, like, I have a lot of favorite moments from meeting a lot of people I knew now. Oh, she does? She was a sweetheart. Annetta was so nice, Luke. But it's funny because I showed Jack when he reached out to me on Instagram. I showed him like some of the little things from the past, and he's like, "Wow, you still have that." Remember, I showed you the shot of me getting number one,
Oh yeah.
and people have seen that screenshot, and they said, "Wow, why would you hold on to that?" You know, and I said because I used to hold on to everything like that.
K9.
K9 knows who I am. K9's messing. K9 knows me. I know K9 quite well. I think, whose stream did I meet you in, K9? I forget. I met K9 somewhere or another. I know. I think it was in. Oh no, I know where I met K9. I met you in King Sullivan's stream. I did. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of these. I know Tom 17. Also, like 1745, is it?
17,045.
Yeah, 17.
1,740.
I know Tom very well. I used to call him Happy Tom because every time he streamed, he had this big smile on his face. He's like, "Hello, how are you guys?" Very big smile and boisterous. And I said, "You always make my day." Every time I come into Tom's stream, he always had this big smile. It's like you make everybody else smile. That. So I'm very familiar with everybody in the chat. That's why, I've been on. You've been on an app way too long when you know every last person, practically.
K9, stop it. Right. Anyway, let's.
Yeah, you can move on.
Let's carry on. K9, stop it. So,
Oh God, I just saw what K9 wrote.
just yes, yeah. So,
Yeah.
if you could share a meal with 4 people, living, dead, make believe, anyone, who would you share your meal with?
If I could share a meal with 4 people, my grandfather was. I know this is going to get a little emotional, but my grandfather is my mentor, and if I could see my grandfather one last time, he would definitely be one of the people that I would love to share a meal with. Because, that man gave me a lot of the values that I hold to this day. Probably the second person I would choose to share a meal with would have to be, I'd have to say Robert Smith from The Cure.
Okay.
And I love Robert Smith, and I've been a fan of The Cure since I've been really young. So, being able to talk about music would be really cool. Third person I would share a meal with. So that's kind of interesting. Third person I would probably share a meal with. This is kind of interesting. I probably would like to share a meal with.
Is it 10?
This is kind of hard because the last two, like it's kind of like, you think of people like, probably more people in my family, but maybe my grandmother, because my grandmother and grandpa, I was very close with both of them. So probably a lot of, deceased family members I would love to see again, and I honestly, Brandon Lee would be the fourth one, from The Crow, because I admire him. Brandon Lee was an excellent actor.
That sounds like it's going to be a good mixture.
Okay.
You got music, you got.
It sounds like a good party.
Yeah.
About things, yeah. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you eat?
I actually really love peanut butter.
Ugh, no.
You're not a fan of peanut butter?
No, for me.
I love peanut butter. Either
No.
peanut butter or salmon. I love salmon.
Now you're talking. I could eat
Salmon. I have so many videos up on YouTube, like of me making salmon burgers. Like, like I have this one video, I had so many. I think I only have one up there now. But it's me. I have a meat grinder, and I put the salmon through the meat grinder, and I make the salmon burgers from scratch, like the chopped meat. I put the burgers, I put like the rosemary seasonings, and they're great. So I do love salmon burgers an awful lot. K9. Yeah. So I do like salmon burgers.
Okay, I don't think
He
I've ever had
likes
that before, but
Yeah.
salmon burgers.
yeah, sounds interesting.
I probably could be perfectly fine living in Norway because they do eat a lot of fish in Norway. So one of my friends named Linny,
We do.
yeah, one of my friends at the time named Linny told me that. She says, "Oh, I live in Norway. We eat tons of fish here,
It's a lot of fish.
I guess.
Where are we? What type of? No, we've done that one. No, we've done that one. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
The best piece of advice I was ever given is you need to represent yourself well. That definitely, it was from my college professor, and she. Oh my goodness!
Ooh.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you.
Yes. So that was the best piece, you need to represent yourself well because nobody else is going to do it for you. And my college professor told me this when I was working in group projects, and people weren't getting along with me and everything. And she says, so you need to don't worry about what they're doing. You need to represent yourself well for yourself. And that was probably the best piece of advice I ever could have been given.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So you say you've been on YouNow for this long time. What would you say has been the highlight of you being on YouNow?
The highlight of me being on YouNow was probably me getting #1 in guys and beating Loki, and I was like shocked. I almost died of shock. And I said, how am I beating this guy? I think he was pretty upset about it, but I couldn't believe it at the time. And it just happened to be the way the numbers fell. And I know it's petty, K9. I get it, but it was a highlight for me because I felt like the guy was so good at what he did. And how can I, who's a small broadcaster, compare to him? That's why. So that's why me getting #1 in guys against somebody who was that good, I said to myself, wow, that's a milestone for me.
I mean, I don't think I need to talk to K9 just now about being petty because I can, oh my God. That one worked. Okay. I need to speak to K9 about being petty. I see what you're doing, K9. Stop it.
Exactly right. It wasn't that, like I said, I didn't. Oh, wow. It wasn't that, like I said, I didn't like him. It was just that I felt that as a small streamer, it's hard to get ahead. It really is. So when you pull ahead of a top partner, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So it was not like, well, I really want to beat this guy. It wasn't that. It was more like, wow, I did so well on my stream. I pulled ahead of him. And it felt like a good thing, and I'm not going to say that, people didn't help me a lot, because if I don't credit, people like Luke, and I don't credit the people who were in the chats and getting me ahead, that wouldn't be right. So there was a lot of people in the chats who were supporting me and throwing likes at me and getting me to the point I was at. So hitting that #1 spot for the first time on YouNow felt really good. The other thing I would say would be playlist.
Yeah.
But the support on here is unbelievable. It really is. And everybody had pulled together in that stream. And this was close to my birthday, and they really wanted to give me a birthday gift. And it was a hell of a birthday. Just to know that I was able to pull ahead that much. It was primetime spot. Nobody could ever get ahead. If you were a small-time streamer in 2017, 2018, you couldn't pull ahead. It wasn't something that happened often. So pulling ahead of Loki was big time.
There's all this talk about head.
Oh, God, Luke, no. You're talking about the. Let's not even go into the other incident. Now, there's been highlights and lowlights of you now. You know, I've had people I've met in person that have worked out well, and people I've met in person that did not work out so well. You know, so.
Yeah.
Oh God, K9.
So, where can you see yourself in the next year's time in terms of your streaming? Can you see yourself being partnered? Can you see yourself with like a good schedule and like structured shows or anything? Or do you have any personal goals or anything? Thank you for the 50.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't like. Shut up, Luke. In a coffin. All right. Where I'd like to see myself, you know, in about a year's time, is just being able to have a good time and being able to have fun with my friends. And I think that the gold camera so much doesn't matter as well as the company that I'm keeping, you know, being able to stream and being able to have a good time with friends and, you know, like receiving a lot of love because, you know, honestly, there would be things that used to hurt my feelings that just don't anymore. You know, it is what it is. EJ had once told me, she says, I don't think you're partner material. And it's like, you have to be able to take an opinion like that and not get your feelings hurt. That's her opinion. You know, that's how she feels. And it's like, if she could change that opinion.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, that's what I mean. It's like, and you know, she's being honest too. And that's another thing you got to appreciate. So if it's in the cards for me to actually make it somewhere on the platform in a year's time and EJ decides, hey, you know, I think I'm going to partner him, it happens. If she decides the same thing that she's deciding right now, then it is what it is. I can't be mad at her. She's got to run a business. She's got to do what makes you now successful. She can't just partner everybody and, you know, make everybody happy. She's got to go with, you know, the best decision that works for her.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the way it's always been. You know, it's never changed from that. You know, talent managers, it's got to be a tough job to do, you know, because when you have a ton of people that are begging you for something and you know you can't give it to everybody, that's got to be hard to like have these people like upset and be like, oh my God, you don't like what I do, you know, and, you know, she has to be honest and be like, no, I don't, you know, like, and that's the toughest thing ever, you know, like, I mean, you know, not everybody is like a Simon Cowell and could tell people they suck and with a smile, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, in about a year's time, wherever I am, there I am. You know, my mom's friend had an expression, wherever you go, you got to take yourself with you.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you've got things kind of sorted. So can I shut up?
Yeah.
You two need to stop. Does anyone in the chat have any questions? Or, oh my God, winner.
Here we go.
Does anyone have any questions? Or Jack, do you have anything that you'd like to?
Luke, shut up.
No, I think we're ahead.
He's gonna ask. I know Luke's gonna ask some crazy question. I know it. Oh Lord. Let me go back to sitting on the hot seat again.
Does anyone have any questions? That's a good point, Christine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, like I said, the opinion is kind of irrelevant. You know, ultimately, like I said, however you do is how you do. You know, like, yeah, you know.
Okay, there's a lot of like frustration in this chat. There's a lot of you all just need to like chill. But yeah, it doesn't look like we have any more questions.
No
more questions. We're ahead.
To be honest, that's the first.
Okay.
Oh, we don't talk about head anymore, please. Thanks.
Oh God, not no. Look, just don't. Just don't go there. Please don't go there. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right. Without starting too much drama here, no. That's the simple answer I could say, K9. No, I do not. Sometimes that happens. People drift apart, issues happen, and you stop talking to them. It's life, I guess.
Thank you for the 50.
I don't want to, like I said, start a big thing about who every single enemy of Xi'an is. Let's not go there, please. But so, any other questions anybody has for me before I drop down?
I don't think we have any more questions.
No?
No, I don't think we do. I'm questioning some people in the chat right now, but that's just me.
I'm not questioning. I'm judging.
I mean, Jack's judging. I'm questioning.
Yeah.
Luke's all dry. He's been jerked all out with all this head that's been going on.
So much head.
So,
Okay.
thank you so much for applying and
Thank
for
you very
getting
much.
When will we be seeing you live next on
Probably tomorrow. I'm probably going to be live tomorrow around like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, I would say. 1 or 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I think.
Well, you heard it here first. If you haven't found them up already, please do.
Thank you guys.
Be in for a wild ride by the looks of it. And yeah, thank you so much for applying, guesting, and hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, night, everything.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Oh, well. What are you saying for? This has been a roller coaster. I'm sorry. There's been so many technical issues.
We had so many technical issues today.
So many technical issues, and I just kind of want to just like cry.
Why y'all screaming about Ian for?
Don't worry about it.
Where is Ian? Is he even here?
I thought we've guessed it, everyone.
Been enjoying fireworks in Southport? It's fireworks.
Oh, well, Ian can apply.
Oh, he left? What a whore.
Ian
You see, he always leaves us.
Ian can come on the next showcase in October.
He left us? No, he left me in Fortnite.
Because he doesn't, I've noticed.
He's not a long stayer.
Think it's time to get off now, though, because I've got so many error codes coming up beside me, and I kind of want to cry.
Why?
Because I don't like technology.
Is your computer finished upgrading?
I think so. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, okay? Like, I actually...
Well, what are we going to do about this?
About what?
Why did I do all of this? Do we need to like take a picture or something? Like, you said balloons and mermaids.
I don't know.
How does this work? There's a horse there as well.
I actually don't know. Okay.
I don't know. We should ask the brain in here. Charlie, what do we do?
I don't know.
Get on that Simply Spike. Give us the answer. Yes.
I think I need some Simply Spiked.
I need something stronger, but I'm not allowed, so I'll just settle with some sauce. But I'm not allowed that either.
Kanan, you can't ask those questions.
No, Luke, he's not doing good. There's something going on with Savage. There's something going on with Savage because he didn't play that good today. I was actually disappointed.
Oh, Luke's got something strong for you.
What the fuck do you have that's strong for me?
Thanks for becoming fans.
That I can actually have. I'm not allowed alcohol. Sadly. We got a tight drinking schedule.
We got such a tight drinking schedule.
Man got 5 crowns and forgot how to act. Who are we talking about? Because I know it ain't me. You okay, Kirsty?
No,
You look like you've been sucking some dick with those lips.
I really need to get off broadcast right now. I don't like a lot of things that are happening right now, so we're gonna get off.
Who put on your lipstick today?
We're gonna go raid, and
Did it?
we're gonna go raid.
Who did it?
Who's live? We're gonna go raid. Thank you
You
so
look like a
much,
5-year-old
everyone,
that's like
for
just been
being
like,
here. I'm gonna leave. I hate you both with every being of
Why?
being. You know,
Hey,
most people who I
listen.
hate know who I'm talking about.
Listen,
No, don't
listen,
you check
listen
at
to
me.
me.
Don't you tell me to listen.
Listen
No.
to me, okay?
No,
No, you
no,
need to
no,
listen to me
no,
because you wasted an airplane.
No,
You